Hey guys, this is the Conspiracy Dentist, and today's proof that the moon landings were fake. We're going to look at these three pictures that were taken in what we would now call burst mode back in 1972, but they didn't have burst mode back then. He just took three pictures real fast. But this is supposedly Jack Schmidt jumping into the seat of the lunar rover. They were captured supposedly by Gene Cernan. And in the first picture, he's almost in the seat. The second picture, he's getting closer. And the third, he's sitting in the seat. But let's look at this closely and see if this makes any sense. These pictures were supposedly taken like within 1 or 2 seconds. The first picture, he doesn't have anything in his right hand. The second picture, he's got this Lunar Soil Sampler in his right hand. And in the third picture, he doesn't have anything in his right hand again. Does that make any sense? But if you look closely, this sampler is actually attached to his left hip in the first photo, and then it's in his right hand in the second photo, and then actually you can't see it anywhere in the third photo. It's gone. Here is the where you get those pictures at. You go to just type in Apollo 17 image library. And go in here and find these three pictures, 20452, 20453, and 20454, Apollo 17-134- all that. And you click on these to see these pictures. This is the first one. This is the second one. This is the third one. And here is the description of what's happening. Here's also the times that these pictures were taken. 168 hours, 47 minutes, and 3 seconds. Same time for the second picture, and they don't have a time for the third picture. But here it says, the second of 3 photos Gene took of Jack jumping into the lunar rover seat. It also says, Jack has the lunar rover sampler in his right hand. Well, that's in the second picture, but he doesn't have it in the first picture. And all these pictures were taken at the same time. So how did he move the sampler from his left hip to his right hand? And you go on YouTube and find this video right here, Apollo 17. And at this point in the video, at 168:31:53, you can see that the sampler thing is attached to his left hip. And that's how it looked when he jumped into the rover in the first picture. So somehow he removed this soil sampler from his left hip and put it in his right hand for the second picture, and then disposed of it for the third picture. Now here is the audio of them taking those 3 pictures.
Picked up, looks like subfloor. Get on there one time.
Get in there one time, he says.
Ready? I got 3 of them that time.
Okay, I got 3 of them that time. Wonder why he said that time. Okay, and if we go back here to the image library and we click on the time, this is supposedly a transcript of everything that was said on the moon and from Houston. And at that time, Gene Cernan said, get in there one time, get on there one time. Gene goes to the front of the rover to take pictures of Jack jumping into his seat. The 3 pictures are AS 17-134-20452, 20453, and 20454. It was a sort of a target of opportunity. It was just one of those unplanned things you do, and it's a pretty good picture, is what Gene Cernan said after the fact. And then so Jack Schmidt says, ready. And then Gene says, 4 seconds later, Gene Cernan says, I got 3 of them that time. So everything that NASA's putting out there is saying that these 3 pictures were taken at the exact, or they were taken in burst mode, bam, 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 as Jack Schmidt's butt is falling into the lunar rover. And again, here's those pictures again. Wham, wham, wham. There's several things that obviously don't make sense. The fact that there's no lunar rover, there's no sampler in his right hand here, there's a sampler in his right hand here, and there's not one here. So how did the sampler get in his right hand? But the sampler is attached to his left hip in the first picture. Also, the framing of the pictures. The framing of this picture and this picture are very close, So he had to take this picture, then move the camera down and to the right, take this picture, and then move the camera back up again and to the left and take this picture. I don't think he could have done all that. There would be a lot of blur, and you don't see a lot of blur. I think what happened in reality was they took this picture, and that sampler is probably hidden down here, because when he fell into there, I think the sampler fell down behind this. You can't see it. Well, actually, I've looked, and you can kind of see it right here. This round thing right here, where you don't see that here, and you don't see it here. But in this last picture, there's kind of a round shape right there, which could be this sampler. Maybe it flipped around and you're seeing the top, this open part of it right here, right there. So I think they took this picture and this picture, and then I think they realized, hey, I only got two pictures. He looked at the counter on his camera, realized he only got two pictures, and so they took a third picture and tried to make it, or maybe it took several more, and he forgot that he didn't have the sampler in his, attached to him. He said, because back then it was on film, and so there was no way to look back on the camera. You just had to, after the fact, you would develop it and everything. So they took some more pictures, and they got this one that was kind of in between, and they put this in as the second picture, but they screwed up with the sampler in his right hand. Anyway, what do you guys think? Please like and subscribe, and just tell all your friends that we did not go to the moon. They're lying to you. They're lying about a lot of stuff. Thanks. Bye.